2. You guys can talk.
Talk about it.
They can't see us. Now they can see us. Welcome back
Guess
to
what, guys?
another. What?
Oh, sorry.
Guess what? What? Tell them. What?
The
obviously have
viewfinder
to-
isn't active.
They don't care about that.
Yeah.
Welcome
Sorry.
back to another Who Invited Will. Beautiful episode. Guess what? It's February 29th. How
Leap
often,
year.
How often you get to
Leap
say
year.
that? That's so sick.
Is it 2 years?
4.
4?
Jesus Christ, dude.
I honestly
How-
don't
I don't know if
The
that warrant.
heck?
Did that warrant a hard Jesus Christ? That was a hard.
hard
That was,
J, a
I
hard
said Jesus
C.
Christ with a hard R.
With a hard J and
Oh.
T.
Anyway, February 29th. What a day. 1 time every 4 years.
Okay, but
Will,
there is something. Do you
can I
wanna,
introduce everybody?
Yes, please.
Wait, I want
Then
to talk
we'll
about
get
leap
into
year.
it. I
Okay.
know. We'll talk in
Sup, Austin. Sup,
Anyway,
Curran. Sup, Kobe.
boys.
Sup, Nicholas. Sup, my dad.
Boys, boys, boys. To my left, you're right. We got our producer, Jay.
Hola. ¿Cómo
Hola.
estás?
In Espanol, the whole episode. And to my right,
Sí.
in your left, wearing my t-shirt that says Wilson Schneider Tennis. Shout out.
That's
It's
me.
Will. That's
And who are you?
him. And I'm Neil, boys, boys, boys. And we're here today, February 29th, beautiful day. You know the best part about February 29th?
No, tell us.
Is that February is almost over. Winter is almost over. We're
Leap
about
year.
to hit one of the best in leap year. Yes, very good.
Hey, the groundhog was right, by the way, this year.
What did the groundhog say?
The groundhog said it was going to be spring early, and it has been like record warm temperatures ever since then.
Really?
Do you know
Yeah.
what?
The groundhog. So did he see his shadow? We'll get back to
No,
leap
no, no.
year.
When
We'll
he
get-
sees his shadow, he runs and he gets scared and goes into his burrow for another 6 weeks.
Oh, that's right. So
and that
he didn't
extends
see
winter.
it this year.
He didn't
He
see
came
it.
out.
He came out. He nibbled.
Yes.
I guess. I don't know.
Come
I
on.
don't know what he
He
did.
Global
nibbled.
warming is real.
He nibbled. What does that even mean? He nibbled.
You know, he nibbled on some vegetation. I don't know. What do
Some
groundhogs
I don't
eat?
think.
No,
They
they
put
eat
out some
vegetation.
ledges.
They ate my dad's peppers one year. They
You
literally
saw
they-
groundhog in real
we
life.
saw it trundling. We saw the peppers were fine, and then we looked out and the peppers were, chewed up, and then it was trundling away through the grass.
You sure it wasn't? What is
Trundling
it?
is
What
a word?
Do you
Yeah.
It
think?
means like kind of like bouncing.
Can you look something
Yeah.
up? Can you look up the
Nice.
difference between a groundhog and a beaver?
That's
Why-
a big difference. You're
Why
thinking
would
marmot.
Why would YouTube say we're not receiving enough?
Tomato smooth stream. Is the stream choppy
Hey,
in the
mom,
chat?
dad.
It feels not choppy. I'm looking at the preview.
Chat, are we choppy?
Hi, Jenny and Jean.
Let me see if we're choppy in here.
Welcome to the show.
We are a little.
You sure it wasn't? No, I think we're good.
Man, my chin looks bad.
Yeah, I know.
Which
there-
one?
No, you can't
Ayo.
say that.
You got
Nah,
something in your
that's fine.
teeth. Sorry, bro.
Do
That was
I?
messed
I
up.
think it's.
Not
Well, I'm not gonna.
You know
I'll
what
get it
though?
now.
You the beard. I like the beard. Oh, so you know why I have
Oh,
such
nice.
a beard
Thank
and
you,
such long hair?
Nicholas.
I lost the charger to my hair trimmer,
Oh.
and I refused to buy one for a while because I thought I'd find it. Then I broke down and bought one. Doesn't fit. Can't find it online.
I mean, it doesn't fit.
It's not the right plug. It said it was the right model, but
You
then I
bought
bought
some
it.
like European charger?
No. The part that plugs into the actual trimmer doesn't fit. Not the
Oh.
part that doesn't fit the wall.
Oh.
It fits the wall just fine.
Oh.
So yeah, anyway, I don't know. I don't know how long my beard's going to get.
How long has it been?
Why don't you
This
just
is
buy
the
a
longest
new
ever, I
How
think.
long
trimmer?
has it been?
I don't know, weeks.
Weeks?
But I also was
Mine wasn't that long.
because the trimmer I
this
have
is
was
pretty long.
expensive. I don't want to
no,
spend
my
okay.
beard was.
It's
Yeah.
like a good trimmer that just
Okay.
needs a charger.
That makes
I feel
sense.
like
Yeah,
I feel
'cause-
Dad, please check your house again.
Do you mind? Can you do something for me?
Yeah.
Can you put a poll in the chat, beard or no beard? I think I
For
know
who?
what the
For
answer
you?
Beard.
for me,
Okay,
obviously.
yeah,
I
I
lost
mean,
the beard.
can I
Everybody
vote?
can see it. You can vote. Go on your phone and vote. I don't care.
Go on your phone.
Okay, so
Will,
there's two
before we
things.
started the show, Will was roasting me about, oh, look at your chin, blah, 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 blah. It looks terrible. You have
mew?
the softest chin. Huh?
Do you mew?
I don't even know what mew is. Is this like you
Mewing.
chew on something
So there's
to
actually
make the chin stronger?
Yes. So there's a documentary on Netflix about Dr. Mew. I didn't know where the term came from, but it's because it's this guy's last name, and he's like the bad boy of orthodontry
He's a bad boy?
Bad boy.
Pulls up.
What
Pulls up.
What makes
Pulls
him
up.
a bad boy?
because he does like
Not
whenever
here.
he does like he doesn't do braces. he's like trying to like
He doesn't do braces. He does alpha.
Physically move. Does he just like jaw
structure the
surgery?
Braces aren't alpha enough for him.
Yeah, no, but kind of. It's
His jaw
what's it
sticks out
called?
4 inches.
I guess is Pavlovian the same thing?
Pavlovian.
Pavlovian.
I am a Pavlodian.
Does it go both ways, like both positive and negative reinforcement, or is it just positive to get someone?
I
to
think
do
the
something?
experiment was a dog ringing a bell when it wanted a treat.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
But
so
then,
that's positive reinforcement.
and it's
I think negative is like
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's
the
what
dark
I'm
side
asking
of Pavlovian.
if it's both or if it's just one.
Theoretically, let's say yes,
Okay.
just for the point of
So,
getting
and
past
maybe
this point in the
even-
conversation.
Thank you
Theoretically,
for all of us.
it might not even be Pavlovian because what it is he puts like spikes inside of someone's mouth. So
I
like
hate
if
that.
if
Why
they
is all-
start to like close their mouth the wrong way, it hurts.
Why is everything your links are all like medical disasters today? You still have something. This
I know,
one.
I didn't get it.
It's on the
Doesn't
canine.
matter, it's
Speaking
small.
of Pavlovian, it's on the
Yeah,
canine.
yeah.
Ayo, and
So what
that
is
is
it?
a great.
What is this
That's a
So
Dr.
great
Mew.
mewing is so.
You want me to
a
have
lot of
chin surgery?
There's no,
No, just
surgery
keep chewing,
involved,
dude. You should
So
do it, and
what
we
the-
should see if your shape of your jaw changes.
Yeah.
If
Of
you
course
just,
it
It
would
takes
change.
years.
No,
No, not surgery.
No,
Oh,
you
the
can.
Mew?
Oh, years. Those are rookie numbers. You got to chew that thing 48
for
hours
Mew,
a day.
For Mew.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
know
you were
what that
saying
is.
have
But
actual
then-
No, there's like a
surgery.
little. There's
Yeah,
like a
there's
little
a
thing you can
toy
buy. A
that-
toy.
That's what he's saying, Dr.
And
Mew.
then-
Chew toy.
So then, and then there's also what you're supposed to do is take your tongue and put it like press it against the roof of your mouth, and then you're also supposed to like chew a bunch of gum.
Oh, see, look.
Yeah, you could see your double chin goes away when you push it.
I don't have a double chin, brother.
I'm just saying
I got a single
other
chin.
people's. It
Talking
moves.
about me.
Put the tongue.
It
Press your
gobbles.
tongue up
All right,
to the
ready?
top
Ready?
of your
Shh,
mouth.
shh.
Can you even
Ready?
do it?
Just can you give me a second? All right, ready? Tongue on the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Press it up hard. No, close your mouth. Okay. Press your tongue to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, he
Like,
is
like
as
this,
flat as you can. Yeah,
The most surface area as you can.
it flexes this a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's like you structurally kind of
holding your breath?
change
It
the
looks like you're holding
people's
your breath.
face. And so then they
I'm a
started.
mouth breather, dude. Come on.
Really?
It was kind of.
Kind of.
Oh, you're definitely a mouth.
Oh
breather.
yeah. Whoa. What is that about?
I slip into it sometimes, and then I have to
Yeah.
catch
I
myself
do,
and
but
go
I
back
have
to
a
nose.
Deviated septum.
deviated septum. So you know,
Is that
Tough
'cause you're-
college,
Is
huh?
that because you're?
I'm disabled.
Is that because you're Iranian, or is that?
No, it's
Is
just,
that because you had
my
fun in
nose-
college?
I have a lot of ENT issues. All right.
Neil
Anyway,
lost his septum at a frat
So
party.
What?
So
What
two-
are you trying to say with this?
Okay,
Mew?
they're
Let's let him go. Let's let
they
him
had
cook.
a cousin.
Let him cook.
Let me
Jay.
cook. What they
Let
Let him
cook.
cook.
I think I
is
just
that
said
what
that.
he just said?
I said cook.
Let him cook.
so they at the beginning to like prove that it worked, they just did twins. They had one person do like traditional braces, the other do the mewing or going to the guy, and like I think all the twins were like, yeah, I wish I would have mewed.
Why?
Because
Why would you
it like changed like the structure
Be
of your
part
mouth.
of an
so-
experiment.
What, because they got it for free.
Okay.
So
so
wait,
they're
let's
like-
look at the
Can
poll.
you bring?
Can we look at the
yeah,
poll?
look at the poll.
100%.
100% Neil Beard. How many votes? Can we?
Five.
All right, we're ending the
Wow, that's okay. Can you bring up one picture? I want to show you something of when I did have braces where I think it adjusted
Can
my
you send
jaw.
it to me, or?
No, yeah, I'll just tell you where to go. Go to Raging Cajuns. Neil Schneider Raging Cajuns. You go to that on
Okay,
Google,
and as
that'll
we're
bring it
doing
up.
that,
Okay.
there's two things I want to get back to. One, there's
Yeah.
a big difference between groundhog and a beaver. A beaver
Okay.
like lives in the water, has a big flat tail. They're a lot bigger.
What do you mean? This is something you want to get back to? We weren't talking about.
Oh,
this.
we were.
Yeah,
Because
we
Neil's
were.
like,
we were.
oh, it's
What
like
is
a
the
beaver.
difference? Yeah, there
There's
you go.
a big
Men's
difference.
roster.
Oh yeah, they're night and day.
Really?
Yes.
They both like
They're
brown
massive.
fur. They kind of fat.
You grew up in
Yeah.
Texas. Did you have groundhogs everywhere? Because I grew up there. Were
No.
groundhogs everywhere.
Really?
What?
Yeah, like you see
I
them
don't
all
think,
the time.
I don't think I've seen a groundhog in my life.
Really?
I've
What
never
about
seen
what
a
about
groundhog.
what about lightning
dog.
bugs?
Lightning
Those
bugs?
are cool.
Like they light up. They're bugs that light up at night, like in the evening, and then they like they basically have lights on them. They're bugs, and they light up for like a few seconds, and then they unlight.
I don't know.
They're
You've
green.
never
You gotta
seen?
click that.
There's like a
Are you
million
showing
movies.
this?
We
Are
went
you
to
showing
we-
this?
No, we went to
There's a million movies with like meadows and the little bugs.
we went.
Yeah, no, I know,
We
but
went
I
to
haven't seen it in
Charlotte.
real life.
We
Okay,
went to
that's
North
what you're saying.
Carolina with a guy
don't
from
think
here,
that's it.
and he was like, I didn't know that those were real. I thought they were just like made up in movies.
No,
So
I knew those were real.
Yeah.
But what do they do? They just light up?
They light up. They just light up.
What
Yeah,
happened?
You explain it.
What if you like smack, like, you know, when a mosquito fills up with, when they bite you and they
When
fill
I was
up
a
with
kid,
blood
I
and
caught
you
a bunch-
smack them and it blows with blood?
Yeah.
What does a light
I didn't
do?
smash them. I did get a bunch of them, put them in a jar next to my bed though, like because I saw that in a Disney movie. But then
Yeah.
I let them out because they were just gonna
They
die.
didn't all die.
I bet you
Good
didn't
job.
let him out. I bet he didn't let him out.
Probably not.
Well,
he saw him die.
oh,
He's like,
Yeah.
they don't
from
light up
this on-
anymore. I better let him out. You let him out.
he's like,
This is the photo.
Yeah, look at my chin here. What
they're
about
like,
that chin?
I guess they're
What
sleeping.
about that guy?
I guess they're
Were,
sleeping.
were you chewing a lot or?
No, I just had.
Hold
I
on.
just
no, you were
finished-
just 50 pounds lighter.
You think that has anything to do with the chin though?
Yes.
Really? So I gotta. That's not funny. Why are you laughing so hard? That hurts my
were-
feelings. The harder you laugh at that, the more it hurts my feelings.
Bro, I'm the fattest I've ever been. in
Yeah.
my
So,
life.
but I'm not gonna laugh at you, dude. It's so choppy. It looks so choppy on this.
Yeah,
It
I mean
does.
that all makes a difference.
not be
Neil.
choppy.
Like if
Oh,
you're
God.
less weight, then you're
It is
you're
definitely
gonna be
choppy.
more defined in your face.
You think that has anything to do with the chin?
It's
We're
good.
so choppy.
What is happening? Should I switch out the
No, I think
all
it's
the
good.
setup?
It says excellent connection now. We'll just see how it goes.
I think it's better. Yeah, I know. Neil,
Okay,
trust me.
and the last
Trust
thing
me,
I
I
want to
know.
bring up.
Hashtag fire J in the
How
chat.
do you-
Hashtag fire J in the chat.
Don't.
Do you know
Hashtag fire
Do
J.
not whisper hashtag.
how
to them.
long it takes the Earth to revolve around the sun?
Huh?
Do you know how long it takes?
365 days in 1 quarter.
Just
The
under
Earth-
1/4.
Okay.
It's 0.25.
Wait, are we talking about groundhogs?
Wait, 0.25 is a quarter.
0.24. 0.24. 0.24.
I just want to point out the picture
right,
in the
I say
chat.
it.
I mean, the picture on the screen, right? They
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Does the chin look different there?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But it's because of weight.
But you look way better now than you look in that picture.
You're
I
just
disagree.
young. You're a younger
Yeah,
version.
you're
of
No,
like
but I
yourself.
disagree.
You're like a
How
young.
could you say I look better now than that? How
Because
could you say that?
you've become a man. You know what I mean? You were a boy in that picture. Now you're a man now.
Okay. Let's go back. What are we
Okay,
talking about
so
now? The
what-
beavers
I
and
didn't.
the
that no,
groundhogs.
the leap year. So
Can you
then,
look up green groundhogs versus beavers? Please.
Fine.
I want to see
I
the
didn't-
difference.
So like we were saying earlier, I didn't know that leap year was every 2. Or I said 2,
4.
but it is 4. But what it actually is
It's
because
error
it's
correction.
less than a quarter. Like it's not quite.
Right, then it's
0.24,
gotta be-
so that it has to be divisible by 100, but then or it's something like it was 1600, 1700, 1800, but then it wasn't 2000 because the year has to be also divisible by 4 and 100 at the same time. I don't know. So it's like a math thing.
Dude,
that's
every
interesting.
100 number is divisible by 4.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. It's
Yeah,
two
so
different
your
things.
story makes no sense.
Because no, it's maybe-
365 isn't though.
it,
What
all
are you
they
getting
s-
at?
I don't know.
Were you talking about leap years?
Yeah.
And like why they happen?
Not yeah, why they happen.
Okay, but you can't explain it.
They call
It's
them
because
woodchucks,
it's
groundhogs too.
365.24 days. So
Because
for the
that's how long it
calendar,
takes for us to spin around.
the sun.
The sun.
And so what would happen if you just had it at 365? It would eventually shift over time. So you could have like
Oh,
summer
I get
in
it.
November.
I get
so
it.
So for the calendar to work, they look at the year and then it has to be divisible by like
Who
two
made the
different numbers.
calendar?
The
Benjamin
the
Franklin.
No,
Gregorians.
Benjamin Franklin
The,
definitely
the
didn't.
Gregorians.
No, but who made the calendar?
The Gregorians.
Okay.
Okay,
see,
so the difference is they look the same. One's got
look at the
bigger
tail.
eyes. The
the
tail.
tails are. You've never seen a beaver tail?
Beavers
Yeah, I've
are
seen a
way
beaver
beavers
tail.
are way bigger for sure.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
way bigger.
they're double the size.
Also, beavers are aquatic.
but they look
Beavers
relatively
are,
the same.
not really.
Why does
Correct.
one
Not
have
if you
purple
saw
feet?
one. Not if you saw one.
I've seen a beaver. I
Yeah,
haven't
never-
seen a
bro.
What are you saying? Like, oh yeah, groundhogs.
I've
are
seen
everywhere. They're
groundhogs
not
all the
everywhere.
time, yeah.
Are they an East Coast thing? They must
I think
be, right?
yeah, they have to be.
They gotta be.
Because I saw them constantly. If you let your lawn grow too tall, you'll definitely get groundhogs in there for sure.
Where are they? Under the ground though.
Well, no, because they like having like a little bit of cover.
Do you know what's the most amazing?
What do they do? What do groundhogs do? They dig holes.
Eat your garden and fucking
your
be
garden?
annoying. Yeah.
Neil
assholes.
isn't the
Yeah, they're
only
assholes.
person
They're
in
thieves.
No, but beavers. What are technically worse, beavers or groundhogs?
Oh,
'Cause
groundhog.
beavers-
Well,
no,
beavers dam up rivers.
Yes.
So
But
we-
if-
they
for-
ruin
but
society.
most people don't have a river at their house. If you're a personal homeowner,
No, but they ruin. Well, here's a question.
Beavers
Will,
dammed up your river?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
You have a
actually-
river?
Yeah, the little creek.
You own one?
I support
My
that.
parents.
I support the Beavers
So
in this
we
case.
trapped. I was 4 years old. So it's
You
4
support
years
the
old,
Beavers.
and there were some beavers,
Hashtag
and
go
my parents
Beavers.
have a pond, and there's a little creek that goes through it. Well, these beavers came in. They
Well.
started eating all the trees
Guess
and then
what?
building these dams. So the
and then
trainer
your dad,
family
and then,
says,
and then Gene was
Let
like,
him go.
"Damn,
"Nice."
terrible."
I like
So
it. Dude, we're losing everybody. Choppy, so choppy. See,
I think it's maybe
Bro.
going back. It's their network. Yeah, this.
It's
gosh
not my
darn-
network. How
It's
dare
the
you?
is.
Cisco network.
what's
It's
going
not my
on,
network.
Jay?
Okay, so we set up
We
a
can't do it like this.
Okay, hold on. I can replace it.
We lost everybody now.
not everyone. It's
We
at
lost.
9.
Yeah, it was at 15.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going with the story because
Okay.
right.
Why not?
So 4 years old, we get these beavers. So we set up a beaver trap, and what it is it looks kind of like a square. You fold it up with a big spring, and then there's a little dangly piece, and so you put it right in the middle of the creek. And what it's supposed to do is, as they want to go the path of least resistance, so they're going to be like sliding down the little creek, right?
Okay.
When they slide through it, it triggers it, and it slams down and breaks their neck. So it kills them.
So what happened?
So then
How
we
many?
killed
How many beavers did you kill?
two, and then that was
Two.
the
Only
thing.
two were doing all that damage.
Oh, they do
All right,
a bunch of
let me try
damage.
something.
And so then my parents, it kind of freaked my parents out. And actually looking back, it's maybe a little psychopathic or something. But I was like, I'm a mountain man. So like I got a
Hold on,
knife. and I
pause
was-
the story for a second.
Okay.
We'll be
yeah,
right,
we lost everybody.
we'll be right back,
All
everyone.
right.
What are you doing?
Muting.
You said to mute it up.
We don't need.
Let's try this one. It doesn't.
We were hot too. That pissed me off. We were hot.
Muting doesn't.
We were hot.
Muting,
No, but we were flowing, man.
Muting doesn't matter. Just
It's not about muting. It's not about don't. Let
Three.
it go.
unmute.
Are you ready? Or,
Yeah. All right, we're gonna try this again and see
Okay.
if it's not as choppy. Apologize
Colby goes,
for the
"It's a
production.
network." Austin goes, "It's
It's 100% not the network.
It's not the network?
I love how
Wow.
upsetting
Hey,
that
don't
is.
call out the chat. Let's see what the chat's been
It's
saying.
not. It's YouTube buffering.
Neil's beard 2024. Yep. Okay. I have a Jay Leno chin, so beard is mandatory. Okay, fair.
So then,
I have a double chin, so I need a beard. Okay. You guys can.
Commit suicide. Zuckerberg just had to defend that.
Yes, I did go to ULL, Raging Cajuns, baby. It's in the network. It was better. It was getting better at the end there. Fire. Don't mute. Neil was hot.
It's YouTube.
We were hot.
we were hot.
We were hot.
Did you see Colby's recommendation?
I'm mad.
I think he might have had
What's his
something.
recommendation?
See, Dr. Amola?
Yeah, in South Denver, deviate septum. Get that mouth breathing. So I
That's
carry
ridiculous.
this beaver up. I start like gutting it, cutting it
Why
open.
did you? Why?
Thanks
I
for the
was like a
compliment.
mountain man, I don't know.
Colby.
You were just
I don't
gutting a
understand.
beaver.
Yeah,
You
at
can't eat
4
beaver.
years old.
Can you eat beaver?
You can eat it, but
It's still so
It's
choppy.
too fatty, right?
Yeah, I think
They're
it's
like
pretty
fat.
greasy. So, but we still did. I wanted to tan it, so we got all the skin off of it, and then you can send it into a taxidermist and get the beaver pelt. So they'll tan it, and then you have a really nice. It's almost like a mini rug. So that was cool. And then yeah, it was just like a lot of hardcore. Two got food. A lot of. Then this is the other thing that we used to do was go down the road. Like if you're driving down the road and there's roadkill, depending on what it was and depending on like how fresh it was, we'd pull over to the side of the road, pick up the roadkill, and then bring it home.
Depending on what it was, how fresh and how what?
Like destroyed, because some of them get hit and they just like fly to the side. Sorry, Others just get run over repeatedly, so they're just like flat. You know, you've seen stuff that's just like absolutely
Sure.
straight.
I haven't really stopped, but.
Okay, so but then so like that sounds
What's your favorite
crazy.
roadkill?
The-
Deer, right?
No. So not stuff like that. Like we weren't stopping and getting meat, but if so, there was a weasel, like a baby weasel, or not a baby, but a weasel.
Isn't that like a rat?
It's like a
Possum. It's like a possum.
No, it's more like a rat. It's like the wiener dog of the rats. They're like really long and skinny.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
It is more like a rat.
It's more. It's
That's-
a. It's,
Oh my god, it is the network.
It's the network.
Oh.
Look at our network. Show them. Oh, you are showing them.
They're right. I was
Disgusting.
wrong.
Really?
Why is it so
Shout
low?
out the chat.
Shout out the chat.
We're gonna have to get a studio. Enough is enough. At some point, enough is enough.
Why would the network be
We have
so
all this
bad, though?
equipment.
I should have trusted Austin. He's like
But you know, other
he's the
shows.
best network engineer I know. I should have trusted Austin.
Shout out Austin.
Shout out also to the
You know,
chat.
we've been doing this for years. Some episodes clear as day. Then other
Yeah.
episodes it just shuts down on us. You know? What are we gonna do about this?
Bro, there's no solution. There's no solution. They're right. It's the fucking network. How do they know?
Dang.
Because we're lagging.
So.
But the phone
We're in
network
the
is
gulag, bro.
okay. But the
The
phone
gulag.
network, look,
It's saying
is 800. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why would the local network?
Come on, think. Come on, think. Come on.
Is it all?
Hold on.
Did you see his
Will,
little?
he's gonna fix it. We continue.
Yeah. So, okay, so we got a weasel, a
Yeah.
gray fox, which
Okay.
was really cool.
A
'cause
gray fox?
Yeah.
You killed a gray? Oh, it
No,
was
it
killed.
it was dead on the side.
Was it gray because
We
it was
might have
used
jumped-
to
we
be
might-
orange and then when it
Let's
died
jump
it
for a
turned
second.
gray?
No, those are two different species.
That was
Um,
actually a joke.
Okay, I didn't know that. But then what they-
How do I fix it, Austin?
Austin,
help me.
Austin,
Daddy,
help us.
please.
Do you know when you kill like a mahi, this beautiful
fish?
color? Yeah, the
Current has COVID.
yes he does.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man.
he's
Feel
on
better.
he's on that Paxlovid life.
He
Then
just
When
literally
I
said
was,
Paxlovid
I
at
was
the same
deep
time.
sea fishing in
Hawaii.
in the Dominican.
DR.
Dominican. And caught a mahi. Big, 20 pounds.
That is big.
It was massive. It took me like 30 minutes to reel it in. It was beautiful. It's this rainbow color. It's like
Yeah.
the prettiest fish. When it dies, it just the
Goes
color
gray.
goes away.
Yeah.
It's the saddest thing ever.
Yeah.
That is so sad. But then, best of each ever. Totally
It's
worth
so
it.
sad.
We'll do it again. Are we out? Are we in? Are we out? Can anybody hear us out there? Can you hear us out there?
Hopefully.
Anybody live out there?
So we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
see, we're out. This is
Not receiving
this is
the
sad. What's happening?
We were on a roll.
We were on a roll, having fun. Get everyone off Wi-Fi. I'm not on the Wi-Fi. Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Oh yeah, I'm
Are
streaming
you?
right
It's
now.
your fault.
But my phone Wi-Fi was
Typical.
fine.
Typical.
So
I think
yeah,
this episode should all be about solving production issues.
I don't know what other
The
animals.
camera's been hanging out the whole time. Hasn't gone out at all.
It's that
So you got a gray fox.
gray fox, couple beavers. I think that's maybe
The
it.
fox is lean though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh, that's what I was gonna say about the fox. They were able to keep the paws on it, so you like have the paws on the fox still, which was really cool.
What? What do you mean they were able to keep the fox on? Didn't
When
you
you-
gut it?
Yes, but they not always. I guess it's like a bear rug. You know, the bear rugs have the claws.
Oh, you turned into a rug?
Yes.
But it's a tiny fox.
Yes. Yeah.
So what
like
is it,
I
like
said,
a bathroom rug?
it's not a rug, but it's the same idea as the rug. That's what I was saying. Like
Right.
the beavers.
So you put it
are
on a
those
wall.
things. Yeah, we just had them kind of like piled up.
What does that mean?
Like in my room, I
How
had
many
them
of
as a
them?
display.
What do
Kind
you
of.
mean you have them piled up?
Like the weasel on top of the fox.
You have the weasel?
That's what I said. Yeah.
I thought you ate it.
No, we didn't eat. These things were dead on the side of the road. We stopped, gutted them, and then got their skin tanned.
How do you tan them?
You send it into someone, and then there's
They-
a bunch
they
of
make it
chemicals. It's not coloring. It's basically curing the skin. So they like scrape off all the fat, and then there's a bunch of chemicals that have a obviously chemical reaction, and then it gets it so it's like shelf stable or that it's not going bad. And you can actually brain tan stuff. That's how the Native Americans did it, where there's some chemical within the animal's brains that you like smash up the brains and smear it all over the back of the skin.
How
and
could
it
you
cures
possibly know that? How could you know that? Are you Native American? Are we still on? Are we talking to? We're not.
No, we're not.
Oh, we are. Okay.
I'd like to believe we are.
I don't think there's anybody there now.
Why is it?
Niles wants to take me out to catch a 60-pound halibut. Dude, halibut's
Nicholas,
a good fish.
I don't know you, but
Why is it
I will
so
take you up
slow?
on that offer.
I don't know, Jay.
I really want halibut are awesome. It's such a good fish.
You know what's even
Better fish, mahi mahi.
You know what's even better?
What?
Fox is
lean though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still slagging. Look at that. We're not moving. We're just talking.
So you like have the paws on.
You know what's a great fish? Up in North Dakota and in Minnesota, walleye. Now that is a clean fish.
That is a clean fish.
Phenomenal fish, man.
Oh yeah, a badger and a bob. I don't remember the bobcat, but I remember the badger. And it's insane how big the claws are.
I think it's YouTube's fault.
Yeah.
Should we end the stream?
No, because people are like they might not be
There's
able
nobody
to see
left.
us.
Everybody.
No, we don't know that.
We don't
They're
know
back.
what's going on anymore.
Let's just talk and see what happens.
No,
We're at
we're not.
27.
We should do an audio
It's-
show.
Yeah.
We just cannot get
No.
it right. We cannot get it right.
It's something.
Every show.
It's something. It's something off. Something's off.
That's what it said, yeah. I know you hate
Yeah,
I think you can hear us.
No, they can hear us.
These things were dead on the side.
Alright. But nobody wants to watch something they can't watch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you can have your imagination, people. Let's just
No.
we gotta keep
I don't
going.
like that.
Yeah, this is every time the production issues happen. Neil just has like a fucking breakdown. It's like
We can
maybe
still
just keep.
talk.
Oh,
keep
you know
going.
how are we gonna do the clips? When we do clips, it's just
Well,
gonna be
we're
impossible.
not. This is not a long-term thing. We're gonna get it fixed. We're gonna
We
come
are?
back. Oh yeah.
Should we end
I
the
have
stream?
faith. No.
Neil would be the worst
No, I'm
developer
not saying
ever.
today.
People were
It's
like, "Is there a solution to this problem?" I don't know. It just isn't working.
it doesn't do
All
what
right, calm
I
down.
tried it.
I think I'd be a terrible
Yeah,
developer.
you try it one time and be like, it doesn't work. I think it's the computer. I hate this.
You know what the problem is with my code? It's the network. I'm trying to see if we're even here.
There's
We are.
squirrels
You think so?
that live.
I'm trying to see if we're even here.
There's
We are.
squirrels
You think so?
that live outside of my condo that eat trash from illegal peats.
They also eat your deck.
And they
furniture.
eat my deck furniture. So I would not eat one of those squirrels. What I
I
would
see.
eat is a squirrel.
But they poop it out.
Squirrel, bro, they're eating trash. You don't like. You don't think that has any consequences? to
What
the
kind of
meat?
trash? They're eating
I'm
like
tell-
the styrofoam and stuff?
No,
What? I don't think
they're-
squirrels eat like
they're-
bags of.
They're eating like tortillas.
Yeah, that's
We had a-
fine.
Yeah, we had
What's
a
wrong with
tortilla. We came out. There's just the 12-ounce or 12-inch tortilla just hanging from the tree. The thing
Wait,
was a bunch of-
you did? You put
Yes.
a tortilla
no,
on the
I
tree?
didn't do it. The squirrel went to the trash can, grabbed it, took it up the tree, and left it there.
Squirrels are savage, dude.
And then-
they've got to have like ADHD or something, right?
Oh, they're
Because
crazy.
they're like everywhere. They're everywhere. They're like is it hummingbirds?
Yeah.
Hummingbirds, they die in like a couple years, right? Because
Yeah.
their heart. is
Do you want to
beating
hear
so
something
fast.
interesting about that?
I do want to hear something
Okay,
interesting.
so
about that.
did you know that basically all animals have around the same number of heartbeats in their life? So I don't know what it is.
What?
The number is like 1.2 million or something. But it's very interesting because, like you say, the hummingbirds, they're this tiny thing and their heartbeat is going so fast.
No, I
they
disagree.
die a
Wait
lot
a
sooner.
minute.
So
Wait.
like think about elephants. Elephants, they live really long. Their heart is slow. They live a long time.
Dog's heartbeat isn't that fast, is it?
It must be because they die.
Let's check.
They die.
I'm not gonna ask.
14 years.
I know. I know we are. I know. I just got a text. Y'all are frozen. I know. Trust me.
Hell yeah, Nicholas. The one off Colfax? Oh my gosh. Colfax or where? But I think, what were we talking about?
Dog hearts are 60 to 140 beats per minute, just like human beings. So,
Okay. That seems reasonable.
so that whole thing is just
Okay, no, there is something like that, but then humans are like the exception because then we live longer. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's that humans are the exception. All animals, like, I don't know. Look it up.
What is it again? What are we?
Homo sapiens.
No, Homo sapiens, right? Okay.
You're like, no.
What are dogs?
I say Homo. You said no.
What are dogs?
Carnivorous erectus.
No, but honestly,
I don't know. Carnivore.
Are dogs carnivores? Is that
No.
what they? What are dogs? Chat, help us, please.
Just say
Are
scientific
dogs-
name for dog.
Okay, scientific name for dog. Scientific name for dog. Oh, Canis lupus familiaris.
Yeah, Canis.
Canis.
Coming
Saint
from
Canis.
the lupus. My dog had
The
lupus
great
and
wolf.
died.
Oh, that's not needed.
We had to give him steroids.
That was unnecessary.
Ripped to the gut.
Canis. What are elephants? Scientific name for what do you think elephants are? They're omnivores, right?
Pachydermis, something?
Oh yeah, nice.
Let me just ask, are
I
elephants
really like
omnivores?
Nicholas is hilarious.
Yeah, he's all over tonight.
No, that was great. That
What'd
was
he
funny.
say?
He's like
Herbivores. They're herbivores.
herbivores. But look it up. Heartbeats. Average heart.
That's what I need.
Oh,
So,
no.
I love little spec.
What's the email?
I said that audio gone.
Neil, who invited Will at gmail.com?
Correct.
We could do with his hands up.
Damn, that Joel Chin is just a disaster. It's crazy how in shape I am and how my face looks like I'm 500 pounds overweight. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Great. Thanks, Kerwin.
Are we back?
We're back.
We're sort of back.
No way.
Never left.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a... You know, it's the perfect time for our sponsor this evening. Czech Budvar.
They
The
probably
best.
can't see it. Neil's holding it up at the camera like you guys can see.
If you're drinking beer and it's not a Czech Budvar, you're really drinking beer. You're not.
No.
You're not. You're wasting time. It's delicious. It's the best Pilsner you can have worldwide. It comes from where?
Czechoslovakia.
That's right. The old Czechoslovakia. Czech Republic. It's the best beer out there. Will loves it. Jay loves it. I love it. It's a sponsor of our show tonight. Czech Budvar.
Last
Get
week
it today.
we found it on draft, and boy oh boy did these boys lose their mind.
Crazy. It slaps. It slaps.
They even serve it in their own specific Czech bar mugs.
I got a question for you, Will. What do you think is better, Czech Budvar or Yangling?
Is it Yangling or Yingling? Now I forget.
No, he's in the
Oh,
zone.
okay, he's
Let
in
him
the zone.
cook.
Yeah, let him cook.
He knows what he's doing. Yangling.
Yangling. I don't. It's been a while since I've had it.
Okay,
It's only been a
I like to
couple weeks.
propose a test.
Oh, what's that test gonna be?
That was good. You could have done it a little bit more like you didn't know what we were talking about. But that's fine.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about I'd like to close my eyes and I want
Okay.
you to give me a beer in each hand and I'd like to take a taste test of Czech Budvar. I'd like to take a test. Check test. A cheek
Peter
test.
Piper.
I'd like
Pick
to
up,
take
Ham,
a
Popper.
test. I'd like to do a taste test
Oh,
of
nice.
each
I'd
and
like to
determine
do a
which one
taste
it tastes
test
better.
of each.
Because I honestly, I think I would definitely be the Budvar, and I think I could taste the difference.
Well, let's just see.
Let's go. Give me one. There's two in there. There's one there, and there's one in the fridge. So let's do that real quick. I really think. So I came across Czech Budvar. I went to Prague, and I was with. Are we on still?
I
Listen,
guess.
guys. For all of you actually hanging in there with us tonight, Shout out you guys. This one's for you. We're trying our best here. But anyway, Czech Budvar. So Czech Budvar, for those of you who don't know, is the original recipe for what the United States calls Budweiser. They took the recipe from the Czech Republic and they created Budweiser and they destroyed the recipe. They tried to do things with it and be cute with it and they created a disgusting beer, what is known as Budweiser. Czech Budvar is phenomenal. I would say the Czech Republic has the best beer in the world. And I was lucky to come across it in a gas station 10 years ago and I said, this is unbelievable and I need to spread the word. And anytime I talk about beer with people in the United States, I say, have you ever tried this beer called Czech Budvar? It's hard to find. You gotta go to a specialty liquor store. Oh, I don't want to see it.
I know. I'll stitch it up in my hands.
All right, I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm gonna try a Yangli and I'm gonna try a Czech Budvar. Now I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think I'm gonna be able to know which one is which, but I definitely will be able to say which one tastes better. So I'm just gonna put my hands out here, Will, and you guide me beautiful. Okay.
Apollo, we have landing.
Okay, left hand first, and I have my eyes closed. I have no idea.
Wow, this is riveting. Oh, first sip down. Can I get some tasty notes,
It's
please?
Yangling. It's Yangling.
Is it just my computer? I don't
It
get
tastes more like beer. Like I don't know how to explain that. It's a little bit more
Hoppy, maybe?
hoppy and more like, wow, this is a. It's kind of like
Try
a
the other one
man's
now.
beer.
Try-
It's like
like
a
quick,
man's beer.
quick.
Like it's like Bud Light. I would call it like Bud Light on steroids. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's try what I believe to be Budvar. Has to be Budvar.
Hold on.
It was just about coming out the whole time, so I'm curious as
We're gone again. We're gone again.
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
it's just better.
I'm gonna try the Yingling.
Truly better. Even though I knew it was Budvar once I tasted
Wait,
it.
stop.
Are
Don't
we
talk
done?
anymore. We're off.
Oh, okay.
I'm just deleting.
Mm.
I think it's a space issue on my computer. That's the current.
I see what you're saying as far as more beery.
Oh, it's just.
It has that weird aftertaste. It's almost metallic.
It's like I said, it's like a Bud Light on steroids. Like
Are we
it's not
back?
like.
I can't tell.
Video is good.
No way. He's lying. Don't do that. That's not fun.
No, it's better.
Is
See?
it?
Oh yeah, look at us.
Okay, hold on.
Awesome. Great job, Jay.
Video back? No way.
Video back, baby.
Okay, let's think about this.
I mean, because it might start.
I think
slowing
maybe I
down.
just ran out of space on my computer. I don't
Oh.
know. I literally have no idea actually. I'm just
But-
deleting. I'm just like destroying my computer to do this. So
Jay, we appreciate you, and yeah, if imagine like we said, Neil was trying to do this, just like it's not working. I'm gonna throw my computer. He's just doing Zoolander.
Hashtag hire Jay. Hashtag hire Jay. Hire.
okay, I'm just deleting all the old stream recordings we had.
Nice.
Zero.
Yeah, I mean we're never gonna watch them, so
Get out of here.
So,
Wow, do you think it was just space?
it could have been.
That's crazy, man. Look at how clear we are.
usually what I like to do is open.
If only my chin could have
Task,
made a change.
taskbar. What is it? Task, control, delete. and
There's
you go
some things
task
that
manager.
there's some things we don't have the technology for yet.
Yeah. No, I actually looked into the chin surgery. It just seems a little risky.
Just do the jaw biting thing.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
You could try. At least it's not.
But you know the
invasive.
crazy thing, we looked at the photo of me back in college, and it does look like my chin is stronger, which is kind of weird. But you're comparing it to weight.
It's part.
It's only like maybe 10 or 15 pounds difference,
That is kind of crazy.
right?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not
10
that
or
much.
15 pounds.
I'm like
yeah.
in pretty good shape, with
Versus
all due
like the-
respect to me, I guess.
Yeah, the rest of your body, yeah,
It's weird.
because it's not all gonna. Yeah, he says it's good. So.
All right.
Oh yeah, I
Let's
can
move
see
on
my
then.
mouth moving literally when I'm saying.
Shout out to Czech Budvar. Fantastic. beer.
Easiest
Fantastic.
challenge Neil has in the books. Speaking of challenges,
I would have known if
I throw the gauntlet.
What does that mean?
Back in medieval times, when you were going to duel someone,
Okay.
you took off the gauntlet. I think it's your glove,
Okay.
and you would throw it on the ground,
Okay.
saying, "This is official. Me, you, it's going down."
What are you challenging me to?
I'm challenging you and Jay
Oh.
to what we call Will's Field Day.
Will's Field Day.
Nicholas is killing it. I was gonna make that joke. He's like, deleting all that porn is a shame. I said goodbye porn collection. Let's have a moment of silence.
Moment of
Rip through
silence,
the
Jay,
show.
porn collection. You know?
Some of those were collector's items.
Paid good money for that.
That's ridiculous.
It's like, if only you knew how true that was.
It was
Oh,
the
God.
storage the whole time.
I don't know.
That's
OBS also like shit the bed and restarted, so
Okay.
that could have.
But you know what?
We
Good
welcome
fortune.
Jay back in the chat. We missed you, brother.
Yeah.
We missed
Hey
you, brother.
guys, I'm back.
Will is challenging
I'm
you guys.
sweating through my shirt. Oh, we also the mixer's not even on.
Will is
This is my computer microphone.
Will is challenging us to
Oh,
a
God.
gauntlet of athletic events. Jay, do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm gonna lose.
You're gonna lose?
I'm so out of shape.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna lose. How does it go? What is your thoughts on how this is gonna
It's
work?
gonna be like a field day.
Okay.
And
What does that
actually,
mean?
if has some ideas, I have some ideas
We should
in my
sound
head.
a lot better starting now.
I have some ideas in my head of some events that we could do, but also the chat can throw out some ideas of what they'd like to do.
Okay.
And it's
what they'd like us to do.
it's gonna be a combination of it's gonna be a combination of running, jumping,
Pick the
throwing.
events. No, I want to hear specific events. I'm not saying yes to
There's
anything
going
without
to
hearing the events.
be.
I think we all get
a
3 events.
40. Okay.
We all pick 3. Tita picks 1.
I think the chat picks another.
Oh no, the chat picks 1. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
3 events each we pick.
I'm thinking
and
like
the chat
maybe
picks
a
1.
mile, a 40-yard dash.
Okay, mile you're gonna win.
Okay.
40-yard. You're picking 2 running events.
Nicholas
Like
Niles.
there's nothing but fast. Like you're just running as fast
But then-
as you can. That's
Cracking
dumb.
Okay, but
I
no, because
disagree.
that's part of. I can pick whatever I want. One could be a broad jump. I was thinking throw in a baseball, maybe a football, and then also to get like some like more technical
Throwing
skills,
a baseball, like
an
speed?
accuracy. No, just like distance or accuracy. Can you hit a target at?
I definitely think we should
15
do
yards?
a target with the baseball and throw the football as far as you can.
Okay, sure.
Okay? Football as far as you can, baseball, you want to do. I do not want to do a mile. That's ridiculous. We'll do 100-meter dash.
No,
100
40-yard
yard.
dash. 100
50
meter.
yard.
Why?
What do you want? Pick one.
40
you can't
yard.
have 40 yard, 80 yard, 60 yard. Like, pick one.
Okay, no, I'm gonna pick a mile.
No, that's dumb.
Okay.
Are we still live? Oh my god. We're
100
still
100
live.
Okay, I
meters.
pick a marathon.
If
I
you
pick a
want to.
marathon.
But it has to be stuff that we're doing again, and you said you'll never do a marathon again.
I'll do it again.
Okay, but you just were giving me crap
I'll do it again.
for picking
Hold on, guys.
running
I want to.
events.
I want to celebrate that the audio's back.
Oh yeah,
Everything is back.
Paxton, you came in
Paxton,
at
you missed
exactly
you
the
just
right
missed,
time.
You just missed Paxton. If you only knew, trust me.
All right,
you have
let's
no
celebrate.
idea.
Hold on.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
We're back.
That was
did it.
comedic genius.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
All right, you
So-
got black screen on there though.
No,
What's
it's
that
fine.
about?
It's just a little behind.
Oh, okay.
So
Let's go into links. Now that we have a video able to go into links, we've been talking and talking.
No, he just wants to-
We've been talking and talking.
No,
What,
he
do you
just
wanna
wants
talk-
a little
No,
break.
no,
He just
okay.
wants a little break from having to click stuff.
You know what we haven't talked about?
I'm chugging the rest of this beer.
Jay came across a fantastic book that he has fallen in love with and has changed his life. Per his verbiage of his quote.
Life-changing.
Life-changing book. I think the chat would love to hear about this life-changing. Literally.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Let's go.
All right, so talk about what is this book?
Oh my god.
What is this?
hell is
This is
Are we
mine.
back to AI?
No.
No.
This was in the chat
Oh
before.
my God. We cannot do any AI videos.
Are we
Please.
frozen again?
Video froze, but we
no.
see the links.
Okay.
Oh God.
All right. Give it.
Not
give
again.
it back to us. Come back.
Please, God.
It's like it is. It's God.
Hell yeah.
It's just him wink.
Hell yeah. That did it. The hell yeah jinxed us back
I
into
don't know if we
oblivion.
can go back to the browser. What? Why? I don't understand.
You know, it's like Schneider Dennis.
Oh, calculator's open. Sick.
You need a racket.
Do you have any
Message me.
other what other events would you think of?
Is it OBS? I don't get it.
But we're gonna need to do shot put.
No, we have to have stuff. Do you have a shot put?
I can get one.
Can you actually?
Schneider tennis.
Maybe you could, huh?
Schneider
Wilson
tennis.
Wilson approved shot puts.
I'll get a shot
I think
put.
I would beat you at that.
I'll talk to a high school coach. I'll get a shot put.
Okay, good. Neil. Oh, that could be a good one for Jay. That's just
Yeah, he could
brute
win
strength.
by brute strength.
You're gonna throw out your shoulder and complain the rest of the time and be like, "I lost the rest of the events because of my shoulder." I could see that.
I just
happening.
hope I don't pull a groin or pull a hammy. That's gonna be my.
You're gonna
overall
do it in the
objective.
sprint.
Probably could happen.
This might help what I'm doing with the bit right here.
Throw a
It
baseball.
looks
throw
like
a
it
football.
looks like it's kind
That's a lot of throwing.
There's a lot of squares
50
in the
yards.
video, but it's like
Yeah, but
helping,
baseball
right?
is
Are we
target.
back?
That's a different. Yeah.
Are we,
Okay.
Are we
okay.
coming back?
We look good.
What 3 do you? What?
Nicholas, this is what you missed. Beavers Monument.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Check here.
We're back again.
And Will's ability to pull dead animals off the side of the
What
road.
else did
Did
we
you
talk
used to
about?
eat roadkill as a
We
kid?
talked about my
Not
chin
eat 'em,
too,
but we'd
idiot.
Skin 'em.
Nick, we talked about my
This is
chin.
explaining a lot.
We talked about my chin. That was a big portion of the
Something
show.
happened.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Hell
That was-
yeah!
That was me.
Hell
messing
yeah!
around.
Okay.
That was me
Talking
messing
about my
around.
chin.
Yeah,
We
that
talked
was
about
mewing.
Budvar. Oh, he said
You
that.
got
Check
it.
beer.
Mewing. Animal life
Mewing.
expectancy.
Animal beats per minute. Beats per lifetime.
Beats per lifetime. You don't see those.
Hell yeah! Okay.
So what other events?
No, you pick 3. I want to hear your 3.
I said about
I
got
4,
you.
and
No
you're just
Stop.
I got you.
No mile, no mile, no mile.
got you.
Okay, what do you want?
okay. 100-meter sprint.
Okay, no more sprints. You get 1 sprint.
Okay.
Okay.
Broad jump,
What is that?
where you stand still and you try and jump as far as you can.
Okay, broad jump.
And I'll
Yeah, what
think
is
of
that?
another one.
No,
I
you
don't
gotta pick
know.
This
You
is
say-
this is it. If you don't pick now, I get to pick for you.
No, that's
in
not how
20
that works.
seconds. 19.
Okay, so no.
17.
Throwing. Oh, agility.
5.
Does agility count?
What about agility?
Like doing a speed, like touching cones or something?
You want to do a cone drill?
Cone drill.
Cone drill. You got
Okay.
it. There you go. I want throwing of baseball targets
Okay.
at targets. Does it have to be like something in a track and field? Like
No, because actually, the last time I went to a track and field event, they were throwing baseballs
okay,
left and right.
shooting 3-pointers.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair. I was thinking a baseball or a basketball one. Yeah. And what else? Oh, good job, Curran. Double chin versus beard. I guess that came up.
That's not a challenge. What
Not
does
for
that
some of
mean?
us. No, I was saying Curran was bringing up things that. we were
That's
talking
right.
about.
That's right.
Okay, and then what else? You have 20 seconds.
Right,
If you don't
okay.
decide, I'm gonna decide for you.
Okay. Go ahead. Count it down.
19,
Kicking field goals.
Okay.
Kicking field goals.
Or you could do something soccer.
Kicking field goals? No,
goal.
I
Okay,
know
you-
what I
you-
can
you-
do.
you can do
I
whatever
know
you
what
want.
I can do. I want to kick field goals from the 20-yard line. That's a 37-yard field goal. 6.
That's
Jay?
far. Have you ever done that?
Jay, you got 3 choices. What do you want? Of athletic competitions, anything.
Come on, man.
Jay!
Do not come.
That is pretty cool app.
Yeah.
What's the Joe Rogan
Jay,
one?
you got to pick 3. Pick 3. That was Will and I the last hour.
Okay, bitch.
Okay, that's calm down.
Okay, 3.
Fucked up.
They're getting real
Stop.
explicit now.
Pick 3, Jay.
Oh, dude, yeah, that guy is so crazy. Do the bottom right one.
Which one?
That
This
one, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But they can't see.
This is H3. These
They
are all
can't
like-
see
and
it,
he's gonna-
though.
It
They
doesn't
can't
matter.
see it.
Jesus is your source.
He is so scary.
In the name of Jesus.
Have you ever seen that guy? And he's chewing out the
Yeah.
reporter that comes, and she's like, "Your
Pastor,
church."
Pastor Kenneth. Brad, what's up?
Your church makes.
I remember when I had my first beer.
Brad the dad, what's up?
Why does Neil say that too? Neil literally said
Brad
that to
the
me
dad,
recently.
what's up?
I remember when I had my first beer. Is
We've
that
had
trying
so
to-
much production issues this episode. It's crazy, but,
But
we're alive.
We're back.
We're
All I
back.
had to do was delete every video
But
that
Jay,
I've ever downloaded from
we're on a
Pornhub.
top. Jay, help us with this. We have to pick 3.
Okay, hold on.
Athletic competitions could be track and field.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat.
Oh, that was the one
That
where the guy
video's
was
so
zooming.
good.
Or-
Hello, Judge. Judge, I'm so sorry.
That
Joe Biden.
Okay, let's
Joe
go.
Biden.
there's a Jesus Christ guy.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Jay,
Should we put this on the screen?
3.
3 what?
3 events
Athletic
that you would like
events.
Semen is another kind of milk.
Okay.
to do. Yikes.
All
I'll
right.
do that one.
No. 3 competitions, Jay.
Focus. Look at us.
Okay, sorry.
He has no idea what our 6 are.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
Let's
good.
think, let's
it's
think.
gonna be fun when
Athletic
you duplicate.
competitions.
Yeah. What do you want? We're gonna make 10 events. Chat gets 1 event. Chat, put in this chat. Chat, put in the chat. Chat, type
Chat,
in
put in
what
the
event
chat.
you want us to do. Go ahead, Jay.
I would like to do.
Anal sex.
Jay, come on.
I have no idea. Jump.
we-
Let's jump. Jump.
High jump?
Run.
No, we
jump,
already got run.
slide.
You can do run. You
Roll.
can pick a different
Barrel roll.
distance,
Okay.
and you can.
We have
Is
a
it
run.
jump? And
He
there-
has a jump
No,
already.
but you can have
Punch
a jump
machine.
height. Oh, that's
What?
a good one.
Punch machine.
Nice.
Punch machine.
That's a
okay,
good one.
punch machine. Done.
Do you want
Punch
a
machine.
height
What
jump?
else do you want? No, he wants punch machine. That's
Okay.
1. You got 2 more.
Soccer.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Something with soccer.
You can
shooting
do
goals,
agility.
Goals. Yes.
Goals on a goal. Penalty kicks.
Penalty kicks.
At 10 penalty kicks.
Yeah.
But then,
Okay.
how is that fair? Because
goalie.
there's someone else in there that could stop it.
Right. So
that you're
you
adding
do
an
5 and 5
extra-
against 5 against you, 5 against
too.
him.
Basketball.
Okay,
And I
because
do
it's
5.
both. It's both.
3-point shooting.
I already
contest.
said it.
It's
Already
like
said
a
it.
skill.
Why would you want? You know you'd lose to me. Why would you do that?
Jay, that's actually smart because
You ugly.
because of the, like you said, if there's someone,
What's the last one?
it can be a combination with the soccer of how many goals you block.
Do you want to do
versus
like
how
a
many you
dribbling?
make.
No, just.
Putin.
Do you want to do like
That was
a
for
dribbling
Paxton.
competition? Or how many times you can dribble the ball on your feet without it touching the ground? Jay,
Huh?
how many times you can dribble the ball on your feet without touching
Oh
the
yeah,
ground?
soccer. Yeah, dribbling.
And scoring.
No, just do dribbling.
Just okay.
Scoring's too hard.
Okay,
Just
good.
keep up. How many times
Okay?
can you keep up
So
the
that's
ball?
2. Dribbling,
What was the other one?
I know. Oh,
Brute
punching
strength.
bag.
punch bag.
Brute strength. You said right?
I was just
Can be
saying, like
whatever
play
you
to
want.
your
Play
advantages.
to your advantage.
Yeah, brute strength.
But how?
Pole vault.
Lifting something.
We could go to a gym and like do a
Deadlift.
Deadlift.
Yeah, deadlift.
No, I don't like that.
Well-
it's hard to
Well, that's like the only
Yeah, he
thing that's
wants to-
actually physically.
He gets to pick that. I think that's fair.
deadlift.
Isn't deadlift with the one where you put it on you just lift it up to your
Yeah, this
knees,
is how
your
you
shins,
throw
yeah,
somebody.
or your
how
thighs?
this
just
is how someone throws
You're
their
like,
back
yeah.
out, dog.
Well, you can lose the
All right, then just
competition.
sit
Give
down.
something
exactly.
else. Do like
No.
chest press or something.
Chest press, like what? Like
Bench press.
Bench
is
like
press.
what it is.
checkmate. And
Bench press.
this guy said chest press.
Bench press.
Okay, bench press.
Okay, bench press.
Fine.
All right, that's
I'm
9.
gonna beat you in
we
either
need
one.
one out of
With
the chat.
0 training, I can beat you in bench press. I'm sure of that.
Pole
Okay,
vault.
give us one. No pole vault. No softball throw. We already did baseball throw. We
Actually,
can't
this
do
kid I grew
softball
up with died in college in a pole vaulting accident.
Rip.
throw. What?
Yeah, a freak
He
accident.
came down bad and broke his neck. I'm serious.
assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the pole, right?
You can get
Went
like,
right up his ass.
It kind of it bends though, because that happened.
How do you-
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah. The
videos
pole
of it.
broke or something. It was something crazy.
Yeah, they'll snap,
And then he just- yeah.
impale yourself as you're running in, so it's
Ah!
bending, and then you just run into the
Ah!
I can't believe we've been going for an hour. It feels like 5 minutes with the amount of like
Yeah.
debugging I was
thing.
doing.
You were
it's like
in
I'm at
flow
work.
state.
It's like my second job. I get to debug.
We had a nice,
software issues.
audience at the beginning too, and we were killing it.
We
so-
are killing it still.
That's fine.
You know what's
let's
not
go to
killing
the
it? My
links.
hairline, dude. I feel like this
The
is,
chat's not
the
giving us
headphones are-
any. All I hear is pole vault. There's
Paxton-
nothing else.
Hold on, this is for
Yeah.
Pa-
We need
this is a
something
Paxton
else.
request.
What about
Hold on.
home run derby?
Hold on. This is a Paxton request.
Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin.
All right. There
You
go.
gotta do. There was one. Do you have your passport?
Oh,
Where is it?
this one?
Nice.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
Do you want to go with Rob back to America? All right, let's hit the links. Let's hit the links. We're running out of time now. Or do you want to talk about your book? Do
Yeah, fuck it.
you want to talk about your book?
I'm not in the mood right now.
Okay.
Really? You
No,
save it for
actually,
next
okay. I'll talk
episode.
about it a little bit. What's a good intro sound for Jay's Book Club?
Elk wrestling. Your dad said
Jesus
elk wrestling.
Christ. That's it.
Jesus Christ!
There we go.
Jay's Book Club.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so I've been reading this book, yo.
Okay.
And by reading I mean audiobook. And we'll put it on the screen here. It's actually really cool. And it's about the philosophy of science. All right, everyone, fall asleep now.
Okay.
No, this is good. I like that.
Philosophy of science.
And like learning, maybe, or what were you
let
saying?
him go.
I know. I'm trying.
He's
to...
gonna
Let
talk.
him cook.
The Beginning of Infinity.
Yeah, it's called
By
The
David
Beginning of
Douche?
Dutch.
It's called the begin. Okay, this is
The Beginning of Infinity. That doesn't even make sense.
What?
Yes,
Doesn't
it
make
does.
sense
I
to
guess it does.
I
I guess it does.
Here it is.
Have you guys ever heard the song Infinity by Guru Josh Project?
The Beginning of Infinity. Explanations that transform the world. So anyway, this book is about. Shut up, honey. I don't need savings right now.
You use Honey? I think it's a scam.
Oh no,
Doesn't
the camera's out. Great.
Ah.
So
Just
what's
when
the
we
book
thought we
about?
had something going.
This thing is so hot.
Yes, we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
We're back, baby. So this book is very interesting. Basically, the thesis of this book is hold on. Bowling. You can drink while you're doing it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bowling is a great
Bowling.
idea. I'm actually a pretty good bowler.
Bowling.
I'm not gonna lie.
That
So
we got
we're
our
gonna get a
10
beer.
sports.
Okay,
That's our 10 sports. You're talking about the book.
No. So
Okay, bowling.
Yeah,
what do you think you'd bowl? What do you think you're...
150.
No, you won't. You will not. I bowled 199.
You're saying that's way too high.
Yep.
I feel like my high is 195.
I think
I had a 198 and I had 10 pins left and I bowled a 199.
I was in
'cause I'm
high
a
school.
Choker.
I was in high school.
Did you hear what I said?
You had 10 pins left and you hit one
I had a
pin?
198 and I had
Yeah.
to hit 2 pins
Oh, you'll be choking.
and I choked it and I hit a 199.
Getting over
now-
200. Getting over 200 is a sick
It's
accomplishment.
legit.
Yeah, it's
And I
so
messed
awesome.
it up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna.
I'd
lower
rather have
mine
a
to
195. I'd rather have a 195 than a 199.
sure.
100%.
For
I would
100.
way rather have.
Wait, 199 is the worst score you get in bowling.
bowling.
For sure. It's the worst. It's way worse.
You're like, I wanted 200. You're like screaming.
Dude, I either had 5 or 6 strikes in a row to start that game. To start the
You
game.
always start strong, and then you're like, I'm
And
gonna
you-
get 300.
Yes, yes. At about 4 strikes in a row, I said, I'm getting 300 this game. And then at 6 strikes, I was shaking. I was shaking.
yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be here.
Right.
Like, this is the worst.
Yeah.
This isn't fun anymore.
People
are
are all
starting
like
to
stopping
watch.
their
Yeah,
game
Right, yeah.
to watch you.
The bowling operator's like walking over. He's like,
Everyone, we got a hot streaker
Yeah,
on
300
lane
alert.
number 9.
300 alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man has just hit 6 strikes in a row.
Lane 17.
Applause.
Ha 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 ha.
Lane 17 is on fire, and Neil's just like sweating through his shirt. No, I was in high school and I went bowling with like my group of friends and my crush was there, and I feel like I was just so nervous that I channeled all of my nervous energy into bowling, and I just bowled like way too well.
And you're like,
was it
hey,
fun? Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah,
You
no,
want to come
she
home?
was like, she didn't even stay the whole game. I feel like I was just like, oh my god.
This is
I
when you
think-
bowled at 195?
I think
No
this
bumpers
is
or
the,
anything, right?
The oh my god, what a question.
All right.
That's
What?
insulting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. The beginning of Affinity.
The beginning of a fetida.
Affinity.
Affinity.
The beginning of
I have,
Affinity.
Hell yeah!
I have an affinity for infinity.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of Infinity.
Okay.
So the beginning of Infinity is very
Who's
interesting.
it by again?
David Deutsch.
Ah, nice.
And it basically has
So the thesis of the whole book is this: that all human progress has, since history has begun, has had one thing in common. Can you guess what that is?
Sex.
No.
Oh.
It's called procreation, Will. What is the question?
Weird flex. All human progress since the beginning of time has had one thing in common.
Inflation.
Language.
No.
Well, I would think so.
Fire.
The answer is the quest for good explanations.
Okay.
So he claims that basically, out of all the adaptations that humans have, the one adaptation that has allowed us to make almost our functionally infinite progress is our ability to create explanatory knowledge. So basically, the idea behind that is that, like, evolution is limited by, like, the environment. It's limited by, the people who are around you, the rate at which a generation can happen.
And time, right?
Yeah.
Like, it takes a long time
Right.
for it to happen.
And it's also random. But
Yeah.
the ability to create explanatory knowledge.
I don't get the random part.
Well, your genes are changing.
Which gene is gonna
And then some-
combine with the other gene?
It's unpredictable.
Well,
Right.
yeah, like there's
Yeah, that's a better
mutations
way to
that
put it.
happen, and then favorable mutations get passed along, and unfavorable don't. So, but that's
Right.
all random.
Okay.
So basically, what he says is that, like, okay, so like the silly example from the beginning is like, if you find gold in the universe, there's only two ways it got created. It was either created by a star, like a supernova, or an intelligent being. And he basically says that. So his point is that
That can't be right.
Let him cook.
that humans and that his definition of people are beings that are able to create explanatory knowledge. Explanatory knowledge is a true piece of knowledge about how and why something works. So if you have explanatory knowledge, you're only limited by the laws of physics. Whereas evolution is limited by, like, time, randomness. Any other way of creating knowledge or storing knowledge is limited. But humans are unlimited because we can essentially, for whatever reason, we can explain the laws of physics. And by doing so, we basically are only limited by things that are literally impossible.
Well, and I guess how I would almost take it is, or my explanation
Yeah.
to get to it would be,
And is it a good explanation? That's like the audiobook narrator.
okay. Find out. But it's almost like you stand on the shoulders of giants. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need to create something brand new if that thing already exists. I just need to understand how that thing works. And so if I can get a
Right.
good explanation, then maybe I can have a brand new idea of how to use that and implement into something else and create something new.
Right.
And then it kind of cascades from there, right?
Right, and he says that basically started, like, accelerating during the Enlightenment, because during the Enlightenment we came up with science, which was basically a system of criticizing the current ideas and evaluating how good or bad they were. And then we just started doing that, like, at a rapid pace. And so we, like, did away with myths, or this guy knows because he's a priest, or any of these, like,
When were the Salem witch trials?
that was I don't know.
Before.
Yeah, I think
Because
that
then
Was
that was
it
like
before the
15,
Enlightenment
16.
period?
Yes.
Yeah,
That was like the
Enlightenment
Dark
1800s.
Ages.
Enlightenment
It
was
was
like John.
1800s?
I think so.
I don't know when it was,
No
but it's definitely
way.
before. That's like the Dark Ages.
Oh,
where,
that's true.
And then Age
when
of
was
Enlightenment.
electricity invented?
Not for a long time after
Actually,
that.
it was discovered.
But that wasn't that like
It always
When was it
existed.
discovered?
Lightning. When did they
Late-
invent lightning and storms and rain and stuff?
late 1800s? Because isn't that like Jefferson and stuff had electricity?
Yeah, but basically, regardless of what the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
is, we came up with a system for understanding what is a good explanation versus what is a bad explanation. Like,
Yeah.
we had the ability to, like, pass down knowledge, but we didn't have any way of knowing if that was true. So we had a bunch of, like, bad ideas mixed in with good ideas. And then at some point we figured out the
Fake
scientific
news.
method. Yeah, fake news. Still, I mean, still it definitely persists, but now we have a way basically of coming up with good explanations for anything. And he's like, anything you want to achieve, it needs the raw materials of the universe, like, matter and energy, and explanatory knowledge to determine what to do with that. And he's like, humans, for whatever reason, have adapted to create explanatory knowledge, which is like far
Can you see us
beyond.
and stuff?
What?
Are we good? I
Oh
just
yeah.
wanna make sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's a comment about explanatory knowledge in the chat.
Explanatory knowledge. Your network issues were created when you purchased Xfinity.
Zinger.
Well, but we have a way of evaluating that. I
Yeah.
can simply switch to a different network provider and still make a shitty podcast. And that would be a bad explanation.
And actually, shout out Colby in the chat because we talked about this too. That idea, or I know you're passionate about explaining and teaching people and like
Right.
having a method of doing that. And we talked about that too. Like Colby, and correct me if I'm wrong, Colby, but
Brad's
like
roasting
for
you.
him, his like when he's talking to junior people, it's the one thing that he brings up is the scientific method. And he's
Right.
like, this is
Right.
tried and
Exactly.
true.
That's how, yeah.
And if you like problem
Colby's
solve
knows
and
what's
do
up.
stuff like that, then it's
Yeah.
not just a random, I'm going to try this time. You have a systematic approach.
Right, but the interesting thing about the book too is he's like, it's not just enough to be able to test a hypothesis, because you could test the hypothesis that, like, you know, demons make it winter because
Okay.
they're upset.
Yeah.
You could theoretically test that. He's like, but the problem is it's basically you should only experimentally test the best possible explanation, and the best possible explanation is difficult to change without changing the outcome of the so like basically if you have a myth, right, and you're like, he used the Persephone myth, you know, Persephone goes to Hades and that's why there's winter and all these different things, right? He's like, but all of those details have nothing to do with winter. Like, you could change the entire story and then change some details and basically say that's why winter happens. He's like, so the fact that you can just
Change everything that led up
Right.
to the result doesn't mean that's
it doesn't relate to the thing you're observing. So basically his whole point is, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, he talks about, like, so basically the two things, I was going to play this clip, but basically the two things he talks about are like, he basically just shreds like Stephen Hawking and
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
well, no, that guy sucks. Sorry, Nicholas, but I'm not a big Neil deGrasse Tyson fan. Neil's yawning.
I said deGrasse,
No, this is
like the
riveting.
show.
No, but yeah. But basically he says, like, the idea that, like, you know how it's like, oh, humans are insignificant on like we're on
Sure.
a
On
typical
the scale.
star,
Yeah.
on a typical Earth,
Right.
and we're a typical life. He's like,
Sure.
he basically, like, had in the chapter, he's like, all right, let's zoom up like a few hundred kilometers into the sky. And he goes like, that, you don't have air, you don't have oxygen, but you have, like, you can still see the Earth, you can still see mostly stars. He's like, then let's go like thousands of times more than that.
Yeah.
You still see dots in the sky for the Milky Way. And he's like, then go like even farther until you're like trillions and trillions of miles away. And he's like, that is typical in terms of what the universe is. He's like, there's only one atom per meter. The temperature is 2 point whatever Kelvin. He's like, right? He's like, most of the universe is just
Void.
empty beyond belief and black and dark and cold. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. There are no explanations for anything. And he's like, basically like, that is what's typical. Just because like there are numerous stars doesn't mean it's typical. In fact, like, his whole thesis, it's very hopeful because he's like, humans are the most significant thing that the universe has created. He's
That
like,
we know of, though. Like, I don't know. I would also
Right.
take it with a grain of salt because, like, if it's happening here, I agree with ideally our existence is significant,
because
but
we can
it depends on the
change.
scale, right?
We can not just we're not like animals. We just accept everything.
Sure,
given to
your
us.
reality, your environment, you have the
Genetics,
ability,
whatever, you know, we just like, we look at our environment and we just accept it. Humans can change the environment. He was like, Earth used to be like a death trap for humans. We couldn't live barely anywhere. Now we live in the coldest parts of the Earth and the hottest parts of the Earth because we were able to literally change the biosphere. We were able to invent air conditioning. We were able to invent food production where you can get calories. Primates can't survive without citrus, without vitamin C. We're able to invent production of vitamin C, and we ship that to wherever we go so that we don't just immediately die the moment there isn't like a lemon tree next to us. Like, we have literally changed the entire...
Isn't that the
But you're not-
definition of evolution?
But we've evolved past our environment.
Yes, that's what
the
he's
key.
saying.
We've like everything else is evolving because of their environment. We adapted to basically create environments.
We're on like an exponential
yeah,
curve.
like
Is
we
that
can, exactly. We can create
But,
environments.
yeah, and what
that
he's saying
we
is
then
like,
will
you go to
The metaverse.
desolate places.
and then Mark Zuckerberg's like, "Give me your skin." That's what we've done with it.
It's like you go to desolate places. You can live in the desert because we have the technology that we invented to live there. And
No,
it's
because
not
we
adapting
have
to the
theory and explanations of why the desert isn't livable and how to make it better. No other animal can explain why like the desert is too hot for them.
Could you go back to the gold thing? Because I don't understand the intelligent life.
So he said like
that.
we understand a process called transmutation, which is the process through which like a supernova takes hydrogen and helium and turns it into every other element that we know.
Okay.
He said the only things that can create all those elements are either a supernova or an intelligent being who understands transmutation.
Oh, because you're saying we can make gold.
Right, we could theoretically recreate transmutation, but nothing else can do that.
Okay.
So we're
can we do that now?
Theoretically, but I don't think we have like the machines on Earth.
Yeah,
but
'cause
with
isn't that
the
what
right knowledge, we could.
Sure.
Is the
Okay.
point. So he's like, if you ever find gold in the universe, you know there was either a supernova or an intelligent being who knew how to make it. So
isn't that the whole thing?
It can't be made on its own.
There's no on its own. On its own is supernova exploding, which like transmutes.
So that's probably all the gold then.
Right. All the gold we know about.
All that we know about
was created through a
this point.
supernova.
Correct.
Yeah. That was the other thing he said. He's like, if you go to a typical point in the universe, it's so dark that if you were staring at the night sky and a supernova happened right in front of your eyes, you'd see nothing because it would be so far away. Like,
Sounds like January in my mind.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, I'm so grateful. Spring is like 3 weeks away. It's phenomenal, man. If you like winter, you're sick. You're sick in the head. Let's go to the clips, huh?
Couple clips.
Should we do a couple clips?
Couple
All right,
links.
let's
Couple
do a
links.
couple
I do
clips.
have a Neil's Garden
Anyway,
shoes.
so yeah, this book is awesome. It's called. Let me go back to the browser.
We're
it's
an hour
called,
and 20.
I appreciate you guys co-signing on my topic because I've criticized you the last couple weeks for not being interested. But this book is really awesome.
Yeah.
The only thing we
He
can
basically-
criticize
he-
is the production of the show.
He breaks down like really complex concepts and he makes it he turns it into like a sort of really good narrative story. Like he breaks down like, I mean, if you're into that type of stuff, he breaks down like so many ideas that we believe, you know, in terms of like, you know, he kind of breaks it like, what is evolution, or, you know, what are people, what makes us special, you know, why are we special, why are we perhaps the most special thing that we've ever known about, you know. So it's like a very hopeful message, but it also relies on science, which is interesting because a lot of times you don't see that. A lot of scientists get very negative. Like he criticizes Stephen Hawking for calling us chemical scum that live on the surface
Did he
of the
say
earth.
that?
Yeah. And
All
he's
right,
like,
go
he's
back
like,
to your midget porn, bro.
go back to Epstein's Island, you wheelchair-bound freak. No.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Anyway, so it's a good
You were
book.
speaking about special.
What's up?
You mentioned something about special human beings.
Right, we can.
Have you ever seen Love on the Spectrum?
So like he's like, we progressed.
Did you hear what I asked?
We progressed thousands of times faster than evolution.
Yeah.
So fast that there's a spectrum now to describe people who are a little bit too fast.
Right.
Slow down. You guys are too smart for the rest of the
right.
world. In 1,000 years, they'll be like, man, these people were way. They understood. Colby, you know what's up. People
honestly,
appreciate Colby.
have you
in
seen the
1,000
show
years.
Love on the Spectrum?
No, I kind of want to.
You
but-
should definitely watch. To me, honestly, I've seen a lot of the dating shows on Netflix or whatever, Bachelor, all this crap.
That's finally one I understand.
Love on the Spectrum is like pure, nice,
Wholesome.
wholesome,
They're just good people.
true love,
Salt of the earth.
happiness. It's real. It's real. Nobody's doing anything for clout. It's legitimate. It's nice. So anyone in the chat,
this
you're looking for a show to watch, Love on the Spectrum, I highly recommend it for
This
sure.
was my link.
Okay. Read it out for us.
Apple cancels its autonomous electric car project and is laying off some workers. Do you guys ever think self-driving cars are going to happen? Because I
Yes.
100% think no.
Tesla has self-driving cars. What do you mean?
Yeah, sure. Die in
It's
a
like
fire.
semi.
Die in a
What do you mean
ball.
die in the fire?
Die in a ball
That
of
doesn't.
flames.
When does that happen?
They're not fully autonomous.
They're not. Yeah. You
And
gotta.
like,
you
Yes, they
gotta-
are.
No, that's legally.
No,
you
you
have
can't,
to like
no.
You're supposed to be sitting in the car.
Okay,
in
but
the
you're not
driver's
touching it.
seat.
You're
like,
not touching
hands
the
on
wheel.
wheel. You're supposed to.
I've been in a Tesla where the person was not touching the
Well,
wheel.
that's a risk, and I
I
hope you
also
were
just
safe.
deleted the porn video. Of
But then that is something. I guess. Oh, I was thinking. like electric vehicles, not
Yeah.
autonomous.
Long story
but-
short, basically, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Because
Tesla
I don't think
has it. Of course, Musk. You don't think Musk is gonna roll it out if
I
it
think
works
he's
or not?
never turned it on.
He tweeted something the other day.
No,
No, but this one was really
can
crazy.
I read the tweet?
Oh,
in
it
Musk
said
voice?
something about therapy.
Oh, therapy.
He
is,
said like therapy's a joke.
therapy's a joke, and
I'll never go to therapy. Or
I'll never
something
go
like
to
that.
therapy.
He tweeted something about it.
Yeah, but then I think they're trying to do it with the semi truck specifically, like more of a commercial.
That's more likely.
Yeah.
because it's so
like
high percentage highway driving.
Yes.
So you just stay in the right lane and you just like keep to 60, but still,
like city driving. I agree.
I
There's
still
a lot of
don't
complexity.
think
Yeah.
it's gonna.
Elon Musk tweeted, "Put on my gravestone. Never went to therapy."
Huh.
Okay.
Cool flex.
What a
weird
weirdo.
flex, bro.
What a weirdo.
His
dude.
Twitter is it's just
Is
pure
he trying
trolling.
to be hard?
Have
Like,
you ever
that's like-
seen his Twitter? It's insane. It's like pure propaganda. It's like just like
Well,
insane.
he owns
it's
it.
insane.
It's
I don't know.
X, by the way. So show
Yeah.
some
No,
respect.
it's the website formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah. All right, next one.
All
Next
right.
tab.
So I don't believe self-driving cars. Prove me wrong. You know what I mean?
Left
Get in one
Foot
and
was
you know.
done. I
Is
haven't
this
live in
yours?
No. Oh yes, this is mine.
Oh, this is so disgusting and gross. I hate the fact that you made me watch
Fully
this.
Will.
healed toe surgery.
Toe shortening surgery.
Shortening. They literally.
I
So what
hate
we're
it.
looking at for those that don't see, they.
I think they can
This
see.
okay. This person.
I think they don't
Isn't
need
that
to see.
crazy? That's so sad.
They were trying to align their feet.
No,
Also,
just
like
make
they
their
didn't even do a
toes
good job.
shorter.
They're still
Yeah.
wacky.
That one, the one on the right is a little long. So like basically, all of their other toes are bigger or taller than their big toe, and so
They wanted it to be more aesthetic.
yes,
How much do you
It's
think
like
that
foot
costs?
binding. It's like foot
How much do
binding.
you honestly
Yeah.
think that costs?
Too much?
5,000,
No, more than
10,000, yeah,
that. I think it costs 20 to 30.
maybe. I don't know what
Is
things
there-
are going
is
for.
there in the
Because then
comments?
there's also like the people that want to be taller, so they
When will women be free?
there's also people that like want to be taller, so they cut their femurs and put in a steel rod
No,
to
it's not
lengthen.
women. It's guys. too.
Therapy
No, I didn't say
therapy
just
would have
women.
been
Said
better.
women.
Someone said therapy would have been better.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Not according to Elon Musk.
But it's crazy
People
the
be having too much money.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, the amount of insecurity and just like that's really sad.
That's
but
crazy.
How much? Hold on. How much?
Nope.
Nothing? Hold on. No.
so
Cost?
there, it's kind of nice little control F.
I don't know.
Okay, so
You
let's
have none
see
of
the
my
next
links
one.
opened. Let's
Sharks
talk about my
are
Hold on, hold on. This is
scary.
what I think of the last video.
This is sick.
True. Let's see the next one. Let's see the next. Oh yeah, this is talking about teaching stuff and just like how primal animals are. Look at this, and it's kind of messed up. I feel like it's a bad experiment, but the poor turtle is scared of the shark.
Yeah. That's evolution for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm right. Like,
Yeah.
it's still at that level. And then it's crazy that people have wild animals in their homes that can kill them. Chimpanzees,
I
leopards.
would never own a chimpanzee.
They
Have you heard the stories of what
they
chimpanzees
rip
do?
your face off.
Yeah,
They,
because
like-
they know the parts of your body that
Yeah.
you care about. Because
Yeah.
they care about the same ones because they're basically related to us. They gouge your eyes, they rip off your nose and mouth, they break all your hands and fingers, they bite off your fingers and toes, and they rip your genitals off.
genitals. Yeah, I remember the genitals.
They just go for everything we care about. Whereas a dumb
When has that happened?
plenty
lot.
of times, bro.
People have just a pet chimpanzee and it
It
freaks
just
out and
turns
it
out
just
on them? Like a
goes-
pit bull.
No, there was one chimpanzee.
Worse than a pit bull.
There was one case where this family had a chimpanzee. They grew up with it, and then eventually there was like a law where they had to put it like into a chimpanzee facility, like some sort of like fucking zoo thing.
Yeah.
And then like they went to visit it and brought it a birthday cake, and someone had left the cages open of the other chimps.
Okay.
And they gave it the cake, and then they turned around, and there were just two chimpanzees standing there outside of the cages. And
Dude,
those,
that they didn't
and those
know.
two chimpanzees absolutely go look it up. They did
Yikes.
unspeakable things
You
to
saw
that
it?
couple. I've read the story.
Oh, okay, the article. Yeah, okay. So
And then
okay,
somebody
so,
eventually showed up with a pistol and just executed the chimpanzees.
Yeah.
But the damage was done, my friend.
Why kill the chimpanzees?
Because
Because
they
they're
just
gnawing on the
brutally
faces
murdered-
of
yeah.
people standing there.
Well, they're dead.
What do you mean?
The people were
No,
dead.
they
right?
weren't.
Oh, they were alive.
Yeah.
And also,
It
it's
was
like
Harambe.
Also, you got to kill the animals
R.I.P.
for sure.
once they brutally murder people.
Why?
Because animals are stupid. They'll just do it again and again. And
Well, they
again.
won't have the opportunity.
But they
Well, how do you
all
know?
the
They
time.
weren't supposed to have the opportunity before.
And Neil, that's what happens in like
Why? Actually, it's not their fault.
in nature.
Oh
It's
my
not.
God.
It isn't their
It
fault
is their
because
fault.
they're
No,
an
it's not.
animal.
Yeah, it
Neil,
is.
that like it's not their fault in the sense that like they're doing it on a primal instinct, not like thinking about what they're doing necessarily. They're just
Exactly.
but okay, but
It's
still,
the
that doesn't
people
mean that
in
there
there.
shouldn't be repercussions to it.
Of course, there's no repercussions. They're animals.
While they're in a zoo,
Dude.
so I don't know.
Nah,
It's
that's
pretty.
fine.
rough.
I would
Next.
absolutely
It's just-
execute those monkeys.
It's just
That's
like
stupid.
bear.
Harambe should have never died either.
I'll kick
Harambe
I'll
should
kick,
never
I'll
die.
kick a dog right now.
Go to my link. Go to my link. I want to talk about the swimmer.
Ooh, imagination is a spectrum. Oh yeah, that's my
No,
link.
it's- yeah, of course it is.
Imagination is a spectrum. The hell? What kind of
Swim
hippie?
robbery.
The
Swim
top
robbery,
two
top.
for him.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
All right, let's go to swim.
All
robbery.
right. So, Will, have you seen this?
No.
There's a kid, NC State,
No.
North Carolina State. He's
gotta
in
watch the
ACC.
interview,
Let's watch
though.
the video. The video has it. There's a video. if you
No,
go
the
down.
interview with the guy who won after.
Then
That's
you can
really
look it
good.
up.
I will.
I'll talk about the story real quick.
Okay.
NC State, they're in the conference championships. He's a swimmer.
Can
They're
people still
swimming
see
the
us?
they're swimming the 1650 meter. Okay?
The
a long
1650.
one.
Okay, that's
I
a
thought
mile.
it was 1600.
1650 meter.
Why
is
do
what
they
it
go
was.
to 50?
I don't know. Do I make the freaking rules?
1,600 meters is a mile.
1650 meter is what they've swam.
That's a
And
mile
he
and
broke-
50 meters.
He breaks the ACC record. People are still swimming at the time.
Did they shoot this on a potato?
His teammate next to him, go down. His teammate next to him finishes the race in second place.
Okay.
People are still swimming, and he jumps over into his teammate's lane. and
Okay,
he
to
hugs
congratulate him.
them. A minute later,
Yes.
judges say, lane 4, you're
Disqualification.
disqualified for leaving your lane during the race.
Okay, I can't watch 10 minutes.
For the
of this.
judge,
Oh,
you don't,
right
you don't
there,
need
maybe?
to.
Was-
yeah.
it was
He,
just
he
right-
jumps
yeah.
over and he hugs his teammate. He thinks he's won.
Oh,
he
he's,
still thinks he's won.
Hold on.
Fastest
He,
ever.
the fastest in the conference ever.
Swimmers got those Gumby bodies. I used to be a swimmer.
You know,
Yeah, swimmers have a
I
great
got-
physique.
I've got a little Gumby to me.
he comes and there he goes. He comes and gets on there to celebrate, but people are still swimming, as you can see. He
Yeah.
leaves his lane, and they disqualify him.
That's messed
Because
up.
he jumped over.
You know
the
what I have
rope,
to say
yeah.
to those judges? They don't like
Shame
fun.
on
They're
you.
not athletes, and they're a joke. That's
Yeah.
a joke. There's always
So he
an
gets
exclusion to a
disqualified.
rule.
And then,
This is his teammate.
oh, this is the teammate. Yeah.
This is what you were talking about, Jay?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he's,
you're talking about
he
him.
said there was an interview.
Interview of him, right?
I'm trying to turn it up.
This is a strange one, I know, for you. Congratulations on one hand. Do you have any idea what happened and your emotions right now?
I think that's the dumbest rule in swimming. Owen beat me fair and square. He used to be on that toe of the podium. He was excited. That's a huge win for him, right? He earned that. He earned that, and that's his emotion, right? That's what we get in the sport of swimming when we do well. We train all year for a moment like that. And to have
That's
that
true.
I think is the dumbest thing ever.
That is.
He works so hard every day.
He's in
He's going
shambles.
to be on that #1 trophy. I am not going to stand up there.
Ross, do you mind if I ask you what rule did he break? We haven't even heard of up here.
Whenever you win, you're not allowed. Well, the other teams, or excuse me, the other swimmers are still swimming. You have to stay in your own lane. You're not allowed to jump or cross over the lane line into someone's lane. And in his celebration, which he earned, he came over to my lane.
Rules are rules.
He
No, it's
earned that
not.
fair and square.
What a joke.
He will be getting that medal.
Are you sharing this?
Ross, well done.
What is with the? I thought is it a? I
I
thought he
hope
just
so.
had a tattoo, but then they both have the same black diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shitty.
But you don't
tattoo.
have the his
can't be
his interview, do you? Did they interview him?
You
No.
can hear the crowd.
I mean, he looks like a damn Slender Man.
There were still a lot
I bet he is good at
Okay,
swimming.
so yeah, I agree. That's some BS. I don't think that that's fair.
What
he
a-
had no encroachment on
what a
other
joke.
people's swimming.
How can the judges be like, yeah, this actually impacted the race to where we
Yeah,
needed to cue
that's-
him?
That's a bad
It's
take
a
on them.
misinterpretation of the rule. It's a joke, man.
Saw this.
One time I was in I was in swim team, and it was just me and another person, and they stopped swimming. So I just stopped swimming and looked back and like stood up, and then I finished the race and I got disqualified
Because he stood up?
Because I shouldn't have stood up and looked. They were like,
man.
"Oh, you can't touch the floor."
The bot, yeah.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
can't?
Okay,
Yeah.
Why would that?
So I didn't get the medal, and I was like,
Why would
I
that
should've
have
went.
been?
Two of us.
How
Yeah.
could that be a rule?
it was just as bad as this.
Yeah.
joke.
That's
Just
right.
as
It's
bad.
crazy, right?
Just
Yeah.
as bad.
Yeah. Or if you touch the lane line
I mean,
while
you
you're
must have
swimming.
trained-
Swam?
what,
It's-
at least-
Swimming is so hard. It's like
I'm a strong
What
swimmer.
stroke did you swim?
oh, nice.
I was probably best at butterfly and breaststroke.
Butterfly. Dang,
Butterfly I
that's
was good
crazy.
at. I have the broad shoulders.
I love
Yeah.
butterfly.
Yeah, you do have a big frame, and then when you're
I had the
younger,
frame for butterfly.
yeah.
Let's do one
I am
more
a
link.
butterfly.
One more link, and we call it. And then we do Neil's got issues because we got.
He
we've
also
been long.
broke like the world record too. Kern was saying.
Dang,
No,
that
he
is
broke.
crazy.
No, he did not break the world record. He broke the ACC record.
I don't
Okay?
know if I
whatever.
want this
Which
one.
one do you
oh,
want?
this one's fine. I think this is pretty interesting. So basically, it's saying the same thing that
Hell kind of graphic is it? What is this, Chat GPT art?
Definitely
this
is.
is shit.
It's
the idea
Shutterstock.
This is
of
terrible.
like, have you guys heard that like some people have internal dialogue, others don't?
Oh yeah, I think that's so crazy
Yeah.
that
So
people
then
don't.
What they're
Do
saying?
you have internal dialogue?
What?
Do you have internal dialogue?
Like-
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Are you just saying that
Oh.
Internal dialogue? Like, do I talk to myself?
in your own head?
Of course.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
doesn't?
So
No, some people don't apparently.
And
How
then
is that possible?
I know that's what we're saying.
They go, how is it possible you do? That's how fucking crazy it is.
And those people can vote. That's a crazy thing. Well, I'm not saying
Wait,
that they're
who
stupid.
can vote?
It's just
People
silent.
that don't. Yeah, that's
What
crazy.
is the
They're
percentage?
I don't know, but this one is specifically. So
When you hear someone talk, do you see the words in your mind's eye? Yes. Or do you see what they're saying as a movie? Also yes. It's easy with a movie with captions. It's easy to assume the way you perceive the world is the same for everyone. But recent studies have revealed that there's a wide spectrum of how people visualize things in their mind's eye. The vividness of your inner visual imagery can even change throughout your life.
Okay, and so real quick, I'll give a quick
I
explanation.
believe that for
but
sure.
no, so what people? It's
Wait, no,
When
hold
it
you
goes
read
the
a book, are you
it
telling
goes
me
the
that
same-
people read a book and they not able to visualize what
Correct.
the book
This
says?
is what this is about. So it's like imagine
Exactly.
an
Why would you
apple-
even read?
And that's what they say.
point.
People don't read because of that. They're like, well, this isn't entertaining. Like they don't.
I feel bad for those people because there has to have been, they were missing some developmental
Yeah.
thing. Like nobody read to them or they didn't like
Who
learn
knows?
something.
It'd be interesting if they ever find out.
I mean,
But
I'm not saying everyone, but like we
Yeah.
can.
There's maybe stuff.
They call them mind blind. People who are mind blind. They can't. They have no mind's eye. They have
That
no
can't. That's
internal
got to
eye.
be
can't
rare, though.
think
That's
of-
got to be rare. Look
I
at
think
the,
they
look
said
at the numbers.
1%.
19 of the 26 participants saying they had experienced it since they learned to read, or for as long as they
Right,
can remember.
exactly, yeah.
So only
I
7
would
out of
agree.
26.
That's
To me,
a lot.
I used to like reading.
20%.
I used to like
That's a
reading
huge
because
amount.
I was like reading's
Yeah,
better than a movie
shockingly.
because you can visualize anything in your brain.
And you make it
whereas
your
a
own,
movie, it's just like you're limited to what's on the screen.
And that's why a lot of people like books.
Right, you make
because
your own
That's why I
movie.
way
got
better,
it.
right?
Because a book, you make your own movie. You
Right.
make your own movie.
But it's
But
even as
some
sim-
people have no mental mapping ability, I guess.
not only
20%,
that.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Not only that.
Brutal.
People
Shocking.
That's
like
brutal.
as
Shocking.
simple. Not even reading
We've
a
been
book.
on dates with those people.
There's a chance. There's a solid chance.
The example
We've-
I saw was
We've swiped right on those people. Do you understand what I'm saying, Neil?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
You've swiped right on somebody whose mind is a void of darkness.
Do the sound effect.
Remember I was explaining the universe and how there's one atom per meter and it's so
Right.
dark and cold you'll never experience
It's
anything.
the brain.
Some people, that's their daily
Right.
life, bro.
That's crazy.
So the example I
insane.
heard that makes it very simple is imagine an
What is it?
apple.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
It's imagining an apple. So do you imagine like a realistic apple? But that's where like the spectrum comes in, where
Yeah.
some people would just see like outline of an apple, like just a quick sketch.
That's crazy.
And other
Some people see
zero.
a child's drawing of an apple.
That
Yeah.
can't be real.
Some
That's
people don't
insane.
see the letter APPLE
No.
like
What
I
if
just
people,
saw in my
what
head.
if people are lying? That just
Why would
feel
you
like,
lie about
What
that?
if they can't even like answer the question because they don't know how to describe their internal thoughts?
Yeah, that feels more
Right?
That feels more
No,
correct.
it's so simple. Can you see an apple in your brain? And they say no.
Oh, and then some people are like, what does it look like? Is it a drawing of an apple?
Yes.
Is it a realistic apple?
Correct.
Is it a cartoon apple?
realistic.
And that's where the spectrum comes in because there's varying degree. But I thought that was pretty
It is
crazy.
crazy. That's actually like I read something about that when it came out, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are her, right? And
Yeah.
other people are
the white page to
Kyle
the right.
here, who has a Kyle plant emoji. You know what I mean? You're like, imagine a tree, and he just draws like a bunch of V's. Anyway.
All right, Neil's got issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
I
it
think
away.
we should.
No.
this
Save
is-
it
no,
for
no,
next
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Me out
Save
of
it for
here.
next
Yeah,
time.
this is-
All right.
Yeah.
Save it for next time.
Hold on. I'll say that Neil's got issues.
Okay.
Neil's got issues.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Yeah.
It scares me.
It's so
gonna-
loud.
it's-
All right,
yeah.
this one is a serious. This one is a serious one though, so I need you guys to take this serious.
All right.
This is actually a serious one.
I'm in.
Okay.
Lock me in.
I've put off dating.
Rip me out the plastic because I'm acting brand new.
I've put off, and do not look at my phone. I've put off. Don't. Yeah. See.
Okay.
No, camera went out.
No, it's back.
Is
No,
it
it's
back?
not.
Yep.
Yeah, we're back.
I've put off dating a number of times over the last 5 years due to various reasons, such as the pandemic, lack of confidence in myself, weight gain, and my living situation. Now, having to take care of my parents, essentially. I started back in the gym. I'm playing sports that I love, and I'm starting to feel better about myself. Before I want to feel better about myself before I try to find someone to live my life with. I feel like I'm brand new at this again, meaning dating.
Rip you out the plastic is what I'd say.
What advice do you all have for trying to get me back into the dating game?
Do you want to go first, Jay?
Yes.
How does this person, first of all, I don't think, oh, you are sharing all of it. How does this person get back into the dating game? What avenues, what ideas, what tactics, guidance do you give for this person?
Well, what I would say is it seems like the key word here. Sorry, I feel like I had too many beers while I was trying to figure out the tech issues.
It's all good.
And I'm like, don't talk
You
about
figured it
that.
out.
Don't talk about dating. They got about the
You
confidence.
gotta-
But it's about confidence, I think, personally.
Okay.
That's what you're missing. And I also think, ultimately, it sounds
You
like
think
maybe...
they're missing it?
Yes.
You do.
Well, I just also think it's like maybe
Or
they went
lower
through...
than where it should to
Why did
be.
they stop dating? I just
The
kept saying-
various issues.
Okay, but there probably something happened, and maybe it was traumatic, or maybe there was a breakup, or maybe they don't believe that they were worthwhile as a partner. And like, because when I was broke, I used to think that. I'm like, I'm broke. I have no car. I have no job. I have no money. Like, I'm funny in a group scenario. Like, what else do I have to offer? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like ready to date. And I understand that. I've taken breaks from dating personally in my life. But like, what I also think is, things are going to go wrong. Like, relationships are not just, even if you find someone, there's no guarantee that like it goes right all the time. Or
What tactics should they take to get back into it?
I think just, like jump into the cold pool. Don't like
jump in the deep end.
Yeah, just like find someone, go on a date, and have no expectations. And then if you're just like, hey, I never want to talk to them again, just like don't talk to them again.
So you're
But
recommending apps.
it sounds like they're putting. Okay, this is what I'm saying. It sounds like they're putting a lot of expectations on the idea of dating and on what dating means. Because why else would they need to like prepare and train for it or whatever they've been doing? And I think what they could do is just say, hey, I'm a work in progress. Whoever I'm dating is going to be a work in progress. The relationship will also be something we both work on or decide we want or don't. And so, just get on the apps and start swiping and don't put too much stock into it because it's going to take you a few dates until you feel the confidence of being able to date return. Like you're putting all these obstacles in front
so
of
it
it.
sounds
You're
like
putting
a
all these-
recommendation for them to be themselves as much as possible.
Yeah, and also just like don't put too many expectations into each situation because it's like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm building my confidence up. Like, that's all just good stuff for you. You know what I mean?
That's a
But,
confidence booster for them.
Yeah, and ultimately, like, I think that's the important thing is, like, if you feel good about yourself, it's not like
They have more confidence to be themselves, really, is what it sounds like, right?
You can almost feel insecurity on a person.
Insecurity and
How
also
so?
like I think expectations, like they're putting expectations like, all right, I finally got to a point where I can date or something like that. But it's like
you probably could have dated earlier.
Or just like don't worry about whether, you know, like don't worry about whether or not it's going to be successful or not when you go into it. Just say, hey, I'm going to get to know people. If there's a connection or a spark, we'll start dating. And if not, you know, I'll still be working on my self to be better. And yeah. What did Nicholas Niles say?
Nick
I honestly feel like I missed part of the prompt.
That's
I'm
okay.
Just, like,
There was
trying to
just
noodle here.
It was just more of the beginning of. So they said COVID. They're taking care of like a family
Right, it's
member
obstacles.
now.
They're putting all these obstacles in front of dating, but dating doesn't need to be something that you need to like achieve a certain level to do it.
Almost
Just
like having a kid or something. Like at a certain point.
Yeah, well, that's
you have
different.
To,
I mean,
sure.
having a kid, you definitely need to put obstacles because it's like the kid is a
Yeah, but then
sentient being.
sometimes people like put too many obstacles and I have
just
to
go on
have
a date
certain
with
amount.
the
Yeah.
expectation you'll never talk to them again, no
Yeah.
matter if it's good or bad or something like that.
I guess
just
what
say like, hey, whatever.
What I would say is because
Will, go
we've
for it.
had some
Go, Will. Go.
discussions.
Give the advice.
We've had some discussions on dating apps, and not everyone is successful as others. So it's not like
Neil.
a guaranteed thing of going on an app, meaning a
Neil.
guaranteed date.
Hell yeah.
And so my
Hell yeah.
suggestion, I agree with what Jay's saying as far as the confidence. I think that's big to like at least feel good about yourself physically, mentally before going in. Because if you don't, like I said, I think it's pretty clear when you meet someone brand new if they're right mentally and physically. Like you can tell how someone carries themselves, the questions they ask, how they answer questions. So my suggestion would be more along the lines of, and I've heard this before, but like doing things that you like and trying to meet people through that. But my suggestion would be doing things that you've never done before. And ideally, you're going to meet someone that is also doing it for the first time. And that can be like a shared bonding experience where you're going in. I don't have to be any kind of way because there's no pressure on me because I'm new to this and they're in the same position. And so, and I think it'd be easier to meet like mixed, a variety of people in that approach.
Pick up like a new hobby, like Will's saying. I
Yeah.
think that's smart. Just like get out of your comfort zone with other people who are doing that, and you'll have like a built-in reason to bond.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, chill out on the pressure and the expectations. Just be yourself.
That's the big
and-
thing, I think, is just don't put expectations on, all right, I'm finally ready to get into dating. Like, trust me, the people you're meeting are not going to be these like finished products.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're not
They're
going to be a
probably-
finished product. You're going to be a
Exactly.
work in progress, baby.
And
Let's go.
and it is practice makes perfect. The more you go
Hell
on, the
yeah.
more you know yourself.
Hell yeah.
And the more you know what you're looking for.
Uh-huh.
And so you get confidence through that. Then you can be the one kind of choosing the quality traits that you like, that you don't like, and things get better from there. For me, one of the things too that I realized with especially going on first dates, like I would say the biggest success I had on dates was when I just made the other person feel comfortable. If I was comfortable and I could put the other person at ease, then the guards were down a little bit and then you could have a good time. But when you go in
Did
and
you
you're
ever
like,
have a situation where it was difficult for you to put that other person at ease?
yeah,
What did you do in that situation?
in that situation, then
Not go on a second date.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
it's
not a
learning thing.
connection?
You just say, okay, well, we're at different places. Like I'm trying, like I did all the things that I wanted to do out of this day. I tried to do those.
Yeah.
If you're not reciprocating it, or if you don't really feel that, then obviously like this definitely isn't a match. So
Sure.
then you go on the date and you have a good time, and then
Right.
you're like, all right, there's one. Your not attachment. It's, well, that was a bad date, but I still learned something
On
from
to
it.
the
Sure.
next situation where
Think
maybe
that's
you
good
meet
advice.
someone you're compatible
Do you have
with.
I think that's
anything?
good advice from the boys. No, I mean, my thing is try to relax as much as possible. Be yourself. Have pride in yourself. Again, you're not, just like Jay said, you're going out with people that are not also have a lot of flaws.
Another
and
thing
whatnot.
too is that
Like,
a lot of people were affected by COVID. A lot of people have stuff going on in their lives. Like your situation is not unique.
Right.
Other people are going to understand those things too. It's not just about
you
presenting
deserve
yourself as
deserve,
somebody who, is,
everybody deserves love. Well, most people.
Yeah.
There's some fucking evil people out there,
Okay.
but
Right.
most people. What is that? What is
No,
that?
I was like,
you know what I'm saying?
most people, and they're like, that's kind of weird.
You want to learn something about being real and honest, not honest, like
authentic,
and what is that? What is that kind of love?
self-love.
No, the unconditional love. Love on the spectrum. Check it out. I'm telling you, it'll awaken you. You see the real thing. Anyway,
Well,
to end the show.
What a show!
To end the show.
Man. What
listen,
a literal
listen.
show.
Once we hit past about 40-minute mark, we were solid with the production. I think we're gonna be better next time.
I feel like it was an hour.
It was a
and
great.
10
We had a
minutes,
lot of fun
honestly.
today. If you were here the whole time, you saw the ups and downs. I hope you enjoyed it.
I hope we don't have
The banter.
those ups and downs because I feel like
the production up and downs, no good.
That sucks.
But the banter up and downs were fantastic, man. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Are we gonna have one next week? I'm out next week. I'll be in Vegas. Maybe a 2-man show.
If only you guys were going Friday, we could have Curran in the.
Yeah, I mean we could do a show Wednesday. No, we're going to Avs game Wednesday night.
Okay.
Tough. Anywho, we'll see you when you see ya. Be on the lookout for the next Who Invited Will. Who Invited Will on Instagram. Check us out. Love you all. Cheers.
WhoInvitedWill.com. WhoInvitedWill.com. WhoInvitedWill.com.
Cheers.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you.